name is Abigail Corbin and I'm a registered midwife in Ontario. HEROC's documentation guide is a helpful tool that helps midwives implement best practices when it comes to good documentation. The HEROC documentation guide is a tool based on case law, actual incidents and claims that HEROC has defended. The data comes from real Canadian experience that is relevant and applicable to midwives. I think the documentation is important to midwives because it enables us to help clients make an informed choice decision. It shows that we have worked with the client to go through the risks and the benefits, and then they have the information that they need to make the right decision for them. This can be particularly important when a client chooses an informed decline. It shows that the midwife really did give all the necessary information to that client to make the right decision in their care. I think it's also important to us because it's important to our clients. Accurate documentation can really help the client in making choices in this pregnancy, but also in future pregnancies as well. It's really important for midwives when documenting informed choice discussions that you show that you had a discussion with the client regarding the best evidence, community guidelines, risks and benefits. This is particularly important when clients choose to go maybe outside of community standards or guidelines, when they make what we call an informed decline. And the best tip I've actually heard came out of a HEROC webinar where we talked about the further you go outside of guidelines, the more documentation is required. And I think sometimes it can be surprising for midwives to hear that that actually includes not just midwifery guidelines, but also guidelines from the Society of Obstetricians and Gynecologists of Canada as well. If I was going to go back and give advice to myself as a new graduate, it would be don't expect to be able to document as quickly as more experienced midwives. And there's nothing wrong with including that in your schedule. So you might see your colleagues scheduling half-an-hour visits, and you might do a half-an-hour visit and then give yourself a 15-minute break in between to catch up on documentation. The second piece of advice I would love to have given to myself would be to treat your chart like your preceptor. Midwife preceptors are always asking students, what are you thinking? What's your plan? What we're looking for is for our students to have situational awareness. And so even if you're not necessarily acting on something right away, we want to know that you're aware of it and that you're watching it. And so the same thing with your chart. It's important to document what your plan is, what you're watching, what you're hoping will be accomplished in the near future, and to really be aware and show that your awareness in your documentation.